friends, welcome back. This is Walesa from A Light Refurbish. A Light Refurbish is more than furniture. It's really all about restyling your home and turn it into something that brings joy into your lives. I thrifted some lampshades, a vase, used a previous wall art that I had that I've never used and decided to give them an upgrade. We're gonna be using a paste technique on our wall art piece, accentuating the texture on lamps, and finally adding some visual texture for interest to a cool base that I found. So stick around for today's makeover. So you may already know that as a furniture refinishing business owner, you have to own a decent amount of home decor for all the different styles. So sometimes it's hard to afford the newest trends like this one here. Priced at $399. But when looking for furniture at the second-hand store, I ran into this pair of lamps that had a similar shape and they cost only $9.99 each. I thought I could get them to look close to that other one. The lampshades were in rough shape, even though my friends over on Instagram tried to talk me out of trying to save them. I still tried by letting them soak in OxiClean and hot water, scrubbing them, but that didn't do anything. They were too fragile, so unfortunately they had to go to the trash. The base color I'm using is black lace from Lilly paint, and I applied 2 coats to get a full coverage. You can see that they have a lot of texture, and that's exactly why I was so drawn to them, because there are ways that you can accentuate that texture by either doing a color wash, applying glaze, or wax. I let the paint dry for 2 hours and then protected my base color using this good smelling furniture balm from Lilly paint. Anytime you're gonna use a color wax, it's important to put a barrier between your paint and that color wax, and that's why this furniture balm step is important. You can also use clear wax or any top coat or polyurethane. Otherwise, the color wax could potentially alter your paint color. The clear barrier will also make the color wax more workable. And to bring out the texture on these lamps, I'm gonna be applying this white wax from amzn.to. Also notice how shiny the furniture balm made the paint, and what this white wax is going to do is gonna bring some of that opaqueness back, which I like. After a few minutes, you can go back and remove the excess wax, but you'll notice that a lot of the wax is gonna sit in any groove or fold, which brings out that beautiful texture that I'm looking for. Now let's move to our framed canvas print. I love this one, but the smallest size is priced at $249. The way that I'm gonna replicate this finish is by using the all-purpose spackling paste along with some tools to help me add texture. Make sure to tape the edges, that way you're gonna keep the paste and paint away from it. No matter what type of surface you are going to paint, make sure that it's always clean and ready to do whatever you're gonna do to it. This pasting technique is so freeing and fun because there's no rhyme or reason. I just go in every single direction, and once I see texture that I like, I keep moving to the next section and so on. And about 3/4 of the way into the project, I realized that I was running out of the all-purpose space. But I went back to the hardware store. This is the same brand. The brand is called Dupe, except this one is called Dry Dex, and it has a dry time indicator. So when you apply it, it's gonna be pink, but once it dries, it's gonna turn white. After 4 hours, it was completely dry, which meant I could start painting. For the bottom of the canvas, I'm using dry Pampas, All the colors that I'm using today are from Lily Moon Paint. I'm gonna be sharing a 10% discount code with you here in case you wanna give this beautiful paint a try. As I'm brushing the paint, you'll notice that I'm not aiming for full coverage here. Leaving some of the dry paste exposed brings out dimension and interest to the canvas. Since I'm going for the ombre effect, I added some white, this color, to make it a little bit lighter. Just a quick tip here, I'm barely touching the canvas with my brush to create just a light shadow. Think I forgot to mention, but I found this frame at Hobby Lobby on the 70% discount aisle for $9.99. Our final item is this vase that has that terracotta look to it. This one's $200. I thrifted this white one a while back for $8.99. And all I'm doing here is making sure that it's clean. I remove the price tag. I scuff sanded a little bit just that my primer would adhere since it's a very shiny surface. 2 coats of white shellac base primer were applied here. To create that terracotta finish, I'm gonna be mixing these 3 colors, and all I'm gonna do is grab a little bit of paint and start dabbing it all over. I'm dabbing it so that I can trick your brain to think that this is actual terracotta and that the texture is real. You guys saw how sleek and shiny the original finish was. Before the base color dries, I'm gonna do the same thing with the next color, which is Rattan from Lily Moon Paint. I'm gonna be doing it a little bit soft so that I don't remove my base color since it's not fully dry. But this technique helps so that both of the colors mix unevenly. This is like playtime, honestly. You can stop at whatever point you're happy with the way that the colors are layering. That's what I did. At some point it looked too dark, so then I went back and added some of that light color until I was happy. Are you guys ready to see the final result? Here is my entryway. As you can see, I have a beautiful buffet I refinished a few years ago, one of my favorite pieces. I used some of those double taped sticky tabs to hang my canvas. The fun part about being able to do these with your current or old home decor, in my case, of course, is for business purposes, but also here there's some personal benefits, and that is that I get to change my home decor here and there. Here is the canvas. What do you guys think? Out of all 3 items, these ones surprised me the most. You guys will have to let me know in the comments which of the 3 items was your favorite makeover.
Thank you so much for watching. I know that today's video was a bit different, but hopefully you found inspiration to revamp or update some of your home decor. And remember that just like there's hope for these pieces of furniture and home decor, there's always hope for you. Doesn't matter how tough things get. I will see you guys next week.